back to Frank Conversations. My name is Zoe. Thank you for everybody who's been subscribing and commenting on our channel. I spoke about Ramaphosa being in America this week, right? And it turns out one of the reasons that he's there is to attend this UN summit or whatever meeting with the World Health Organization, right? It's not just South Africa, it's a couple, like I said, it's the UN, United Nations. And what they have been discussing is this idea of giving the country's sovereignties to the World Health Organization. So basically, if something happens, if maybe something breaks out, like some kind of illness or whatever, virus breaks out, then you won't have the choice but to do what WHO says you must do. So basically, you would have lost all types or kinds of rights of you being a sovereign citizen of a sovereign country. So that's what they're going to do there. So basically, what they're doing is signing off our rights. And this is not just South Africa. This is also America as well. American citizens are aware of this. It's not something that anyone wants to do, and it's what really the governments, these establishments, want to do, because if certain presidents take over, let's say for example Trump takes over, Trump took the US out of WHO, and I think the UN as well, because they were useless organizations. And the administration of Trump actually brought back those organizations into America, and now those organizations are taking control over that. And in November, if you don't know, in November it's the elections of the national elections of America, the US, and Trump is part of the candidates that are running, right? And so if you know, I don't know, if you don't know, if you know, you don't know, Trump has been under attack for he's had 2 attempted assassinations on him. And yeah, we might not like Trump or whatever, but what Biden and Kamala Harris are doing is also very, very, very shady. Not only to the US citizens, but it affects us as South Africa as well, because once these things get signed, we as South Africans fall part of these things. And you wonder what our president is doing there, and what his input is about this, because we know that Cyril Ramaphosa falls for everything the West tells him to fall for. And it's unfortunate that we have to be here and be undermined like this as a sovereign country, or sovereign countries, you know, because it's not just South Africa, right? But also it's like he's literally giving us as sacrificial lambs to this establishment that they have, which is the CIA and the people who actually run the world, who actually run politics, who actually run everything. They're giving us as sacrificial lambs to these people that we don't know. And they're going to assign these things and put them into policy. We have absolutely nothing to say about it. And the sad part of all of this is that South Africans don't know. And which is why I always say that it's so sad that South Africans are so focused on whatever is happening inside of South Africa, when the big stuff is happening outside of South Africa that is affecting South Africa. And so a lot is happening in South Africa, and we have absolutely no idea. We have absolutely no idea. The majority of South Africa has absolutely no idea what's going on. And it's so sad that channels like this exist just to give you a light. You know, you can go and do your own research. You can just take the information that you get from here and go do your little research on the on the topics that we cover, and find some kind of clarity, you know, on what's going on. But crux of this is that countries will no longer have sovereignty if they agree to the terms and conditions of what is proposed at this UN summit with WHO, you know, where we are going to allow, basically we are going to allow WHO to bypass our constitution in order for it to achieve certain things, whether it's vaccines or whatever it is, medication or whatever it is, they are going to bypass our constitution because we have given them the right to do so or the permission to do so. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to bypass us and they're going to do whatever it is that they need to do to collect their paycheck. We are just money to these people. We are just money to these people. Like every head has a price. And so if we don't realize these things about our governments, then we are in a bigger problem or in bigger trouble than we think we are. You know, because our president, our present government, the government of national unity or whatever, national undertakers, is really taking us to the cleaners, to be honest with you. And I say this again, I'm very disappointed at the lack of proactiveness when it comes to the progressive parties. I would think those people would at least inform people of what's going on outside of the country, because we have small channels. We can't reach everyone, but they can. They can reach a lot of South Africans and make them aware. They have, I mean, the EFF has a podcasting channel. Why don't they talk about these things that affect South Africans that are happening globally? You know, these people have massive social media accounts. Why are they not warning South Africans? Why are they not saying anything about South Africans? Are we just voters? Are we just votes? Are we just like a head to them as well? Because it's starting to look very sus. Why are they not protecting us when they know? I mean, if I'm just the person sitting here and just going through news, going through social media, and I can get this kind of information, why can't they do the same with this? Why can't they give this informed information to South Africans? Do they just want us for votes? Is that what it is? Because I mean, if that's what it is, then people should just say, we just want you guys for votes. You know, so that's what's going on right now. Like a lot is being happening. There's wars going on, and they affect us because we are part of BRICS. But our president is also an ally of the US, or the government of South Africa is an ally of the US. So we basically don't know where we stand. Are we for BRICS or are we against BRICS? And where we stand when things happen or when things hit the fan, we don't know. And I think these are the kinds of conversations that we should have, or that progressive parties should have with us, the citizens of South Africa. We shouldn't be having these conversations by ourselves because we don't have the voices. Our voices don't reach the way they do. Theirs do. You know, so that's basically what's happening in New York today. As we were saying, what is Ramaphosa doing there? You know, a few days ago, he was offering America us literally on a silver platter. Today, they are offering who? Our health and our sovereignty. So, you know. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Please, let's talk about these things. Please share these videos and go do a little bit of research as well. Let me know what are the things that I have missed and how much you can like enlighten us, or the rest of us who are here trying to like reach out to as many people as we can about the things that are happening in the country and outside the country. Thank you for joining us. Please continue to subscribe. My name is Zoe.